wish anything, madam?
I didn't expect to see you, Mrs. Danvers. I noticed that the window wasn't closed, and I came up to see if I could fasten it.
Why did you say that? I closed it before I left the room. You opened it yourself, didn't you? You've always wanted to see this room, haven't you, madam? Why did you never ask me to show it to you? I was ready to show it to you every day. It's a lovely room, isn't it? Loveliest room you've ever seen. Everything is kept just as Mrs. De Winter liked it. Nothing has been altered since that last night. Come, I'll show you her dressing room. This is where I keep all her clothes. You would like to see them, wouldn't you? Feel this. It was a Christmas present from Mr. De Winter. He was always giving her expensive gifts the whole year round. I keep her underwear on this side. They were made specially for her by the nuns in the convent of St. Clair. I always used to wait up for her, no matter how late. Sometimes she and Mr. De Winter didn't come home until dawn. While she was undressing, she'd tell me about the party she'd been to. She knew everyone that mattered. Everyone loved her. When she'd finished her bath, she'd go into the bedroom and go over to the dressing table. Oh, you've moved her brush, haven't you? There, that's better. Just as she always laid it down. Come on, Danny. Hair drill, she would say. I'd stand behind her like this and brush away for 20 minutes at a time. And then she would say, "Good night, Danny," and step into her bed. I embroidered this case for her myself, and I keep it here always. Did you ever see anything so delicate? Look, you can see my hand through it. You wouldn't think she'd been gone so long, would you? Sometimes when I walk along the corridor, I fancy I hear her just behind me. That quick, light step. I couldn't mistake it anywhere. It's not only in this room. It's in all the rooms in the house. I can almost hear it now. Do you think the dead come back and watch the living?
I don't believe it.
Sometimes. I wonder if she doesn't come back here to Manderley. Watch you and Mr. De Winter together. You look tired. Why don't you stay here a while and rest? And listen to the sea. So soothing. Listen to it. Listen. Listen to the sea.
Mrs. Danvers. I wish to see her immediately.
You sent for me, madam?
Yes, Mrs. Danvers. I want you to get rid of all these things.
These are Mrs. De Winter's things.
I am Mrs. De Winter now.
Very well, I'll give the instructions.
Just a moment, please. Mrs. Danvers, I intend to say nothing to Mr. De Winter about Mr. Favel's visit. In fact, I prefer to forget everything that happened this afternoon. Maxim, you were gone all day.
Choking.
Oh.
Well. What have you been doing with yourself?
Oh, I've been thinking.
Oh, what did you want to do that for?
Oh, come in here and I'll tell you. Darling, could we have a costume ball, just as you used to?
Now, what put that into your mind? Has Beatrice been at you?
No, but I feel that we ought to do something to make people feel that Mandalay is just the same as it always was. Oh, please, darling, could we?
You don't know what it would mean, you know. You would have to be a hostess to hundreds of people. All the county. And a lot of young people will come up from London and turn the house into a nightclub.
Oh, yes, but I want to. Oh, please. I've never been to a large party, but I could learn what to do, and I promise you, you wouldn't be ashamed of me.
All right, if you think you'd enjoy it. You better get Mrs. Danvers to help you, hadn't you?
No, I don't need Mrs. Danvers to help me. I can do it myself.
All right, my sweet.
Oh, thank you, darling. Thank you. Well, what do you go as?
Oh, I never dress up. That's the one privilege I claim as the host. What will you be, Alice in Wonderland with that ribbon around your hair?
No, I won't tell you. I'll design a costume all by myself and give you the surprise of your life. Come in.
Robert found these sketches in the library, madam. Did you intend throwing them away?
Yes, Mrs. Danvers, I did. They were just some ideas I was sketching for my costume for the ball.
Hasn't Mr. De Winter suggested anything?
No, I want to surprise him. I don't want him to know anything about it.
I merely thought that you might find a costume among the family portraits that would suit you.
Oh, you mean those at the top of the stairs? I'll go and look at them.
This one, for instance. It might have been designed for you. I'm sure you could have it copied. I've heard Mr. De Winter say that this is his favorite of all the paintings. It's Lady Caroline De Winter, one of his ancestors.
Oh, well, that's a splendid idea, Mrs. Danvers. I'm very grateful.